everybody. It's Uranus Divinity, and I'm experimenting with a different style because I'm a single father. I do so much that it's hard to get to all the zodiac signs, so I'm going to start pairing by element. I have a Black Moon astrology deck, or oracle. It's got all the elements in it, so we're going to start with the air elements, and that's going to be Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. So, go ahead, I didn't pre-shuffle. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. And as a precaution, I went ahead and pulled the rest of the elementals out. If we start seeing a lot of one different element, I might just throw them in here and force them in and work off of that and see if we can get some better answers. We'll see. Alright, Spirit. I know what we're trying to do here. We're going to get a start. We'll go top, bottom, left, right. And let's see what we got from that, and then we'll work. It says air element communicating. So I'll probably get a lot of communication here. Should, right? Represents swords after all. Spirit. That's coming out. Looks like we're good. Boom, 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 boom. Alright. So we got a pretty good mixture of everything. We didn't get no grounds. So here we have a Two of Cups. This female's walking out in the water with one hand in the water, the upper half's out of it. So, it's a partnership, obviously a meeting of hearts and a vision. She does look like she's walking out to meet somebody. We have the Hanged Man here. And somebody's feeling trapped. They're uncertain. They're not real sure where they're going in life. I would suspect this is one of you air symbols. We'll have to keep moving. Alright, so 9. We have the 9 of Swords here. And this kind of feels like somebody's trying to talk. Somebody's getting a conversation out. They want to talk, and they want to get it done quick and get it done now. So they're being pretty heady about that. They want to make sure it's done, and they're wanting to get it done now. So could be working with another Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or could be one of you guys just trying to get this communication off your head. And then we have the 4 of Pentacles. So it's kind of like stability. I don't know just yet. It could be body, home, finances. It could be like material possessions as well. But let's go ahead and now we got our table set. We'll work around it. Let's fill this table in. Oh, this is going to be on. Spirit, ancestral bodies, and ancestors alike. And don't forget you, son. You're the center of everything. I'm a little flustered yet. For the last hour and a half, I've been working with some of the frequencies, some of the main frequencies out there, some of the more spectacular ones, and it does kind of do some things to you. We'll keep working. Alright, so it looks like somebody might actually be looking for new communication here. With the Hanged Man, if you're coming off the Hanged Man energy, it's somebody from your past, somebody you're probably currently dealing with, another air sign. If it's the Two of Cups, it's almost like they're not wanting to hear it, whoever you're they're wanting to talk to. Must not be wanting to talk to them. It's like they're walking away. So could be an admirer, even somebody you didn't even know about. And then up here we have the One of Cups. We have a lot of new beginnings here, looking from different angles. A lot of it. So we have like I said, the One of Cups usually means like an investment in somebody. New power, new control. But it is reversed. I don't usually read these reversed, but something's telling me this one's going to have to be. Because I just think fitting in anywhere else. So I feel like this One of Cups was somebody was wanting to talk to the Two Cups. Still can't tell if that's a new or old person just yet. And it looks like the Two Cups was headed to somebody else, and they are going to probably offer them a One Cup. I'm not sure. Maybe a new offer. Definitely some new offer somewhere in the heart space. So, and then over here we got the Eight of Pentacles reversed. That's like change, and like a patient change, or being patient, waiting for a change, or you've been patient for too long waiting for a change, and you might just have it yourself, and that might be what this Nine of Swords is about. I'm done. I've waited. I'm not going to wait. I've waited 1 through 8. I'm here at 9. I'm ready. I'm done. I want to get this over with. And then we drop down here to the Page of Swords. And it is reversed. So the Page of Swords, well, all pages bring messages. And they're kind of connect with the Wands, the Fire, the Aries, Leo, and Sag. And their message isn't coming. And it's a passionate message. Or maybe somebody was waiting on a passionate message and it just isn't coming, and now they're ready to call it a day. Or the way these two cards are set up, this Hangman in this picture's kind of got their back. They kind of got their back to each other, like they're not talking. That could be definitely an issue. You don't get much communication done if you aren't even talking to each other. So yeah, that's where we're sitting. There's a lot of communication trying to happen, and a lot of communication not happening. Alright. Can we get some resolution here for any of these 3 air symbols for the rest of October? I forgot to tell you guys that this is till the end of October. Read. That's a horrible shuffle. Actually, I think I'm gonna switch decks. Get a little more excitement here, Spirit. Let's get some real action going on. And Spirit and Sun and Earth alike. Let's channel this stuff down and get it done. There it is. Alright. So we have the Reverse Judgment. So it looks like there's a final decision that somebody's probably thinking on. Haven't made it yet. It's coming. And it's sitting right beside this Empress. So Empress is reversed. So she's not sitting in her Empress power. She's still debating on which queen she wants to be. And above her, she's got the 7 of Swords. And in this deck, there's 6 swords, and it's like kind of in a mohawk in her head. So she's got like a lot of thoughts in her head. She's barely getting anything out because 1 sword is in her hand. And then above the Judgment, we have a reverse Hermit. So that's Virgo energy. Somebody's feeling very lonely, isolated, withdrawn. So these messages are starting to look like somebody's being just left alone, not being talked to, not treated right. And then above the Hermit, we have the reversed Death. So it looks like somebody's not able to move forward. They're very indecisive, and that's very indicative of Libra. So I'm going to start saying we probably got a Libra somewhere on the board now. It's very, very indicative of Libra. they want to balance, but they want to make sure they do it right when they do it. So they get hung up on what to do actually, how to balance it, how to balance some scales. Death can also kind of talk about new beginnings and letting go, endings, some change, a transition, sudden or unexpected upheaval. Which does sound like a Libra just sitting there not making a decision. And this death card also brings the Scorpio energy onto the table. So we got a little bit of fire here. It's mostly air here, so I wouldn't doubt if we have two of the three, or all three, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. We should, because we have this big card we claimed as the table. But anyway, so we go up from the reverse Empress, just kind of sitting here, all decision thoughts in their head, and then above it is the Sun, and the Sun card is actually a really good card. I mean, and it is upright, so it's a lot of positive, like freedom and fun. It's basically the exact opposite of what this Empress is sitting in right now. So it would seem that she could start to get these swords out of her head, these thoughts out, and get them gone, or him or her. It doesn't have to be her. That they may end up in a good spot, or good, just all the best things that could happen to somebody in life. They're all sitting in the sun. So let's move on. Okay, we got a Tower upright immediately. Get 2 more cards, please, for our air elements. Them Geminis and Libras and Aquarius. We've got a lot of questions just floating around here. A lot of people wanting to talk. Not getting much answers. Everybody's just kind of sitting their own home. And no wonder all these questions and answers aren't getting done. Must be some pretty big ones, though. Spirit, Sun, Ancestors. There it is. Didn't have to get finish. I think this one's on the bottom. Alright, so as I said, there's a Tower here, and beside this one of Swords. So, yep. There's going to be a Tower moment, and then, yeah, you're going to have to start a whole new, like a potential and clarity. So, a new clarity, or at least wiping away an old confusion. So we all kind of know what the Tower brings. It brings upheaval. Like the Death card is they're almost in opposites. So it's almost like they're encompassing this whole thing in a spectrum. But you got the Tower there. It's what I'm seeing is there's a lot of people that are probably been in this relationship, and it's been pretty well known and pretty easily seen that they've been done. Probably been done for a while, but somebody's just, I don't know, too comfortable. Maybe manipulation has happened. That can happen. People can overlook a lot of dumb stuff because they get manipulated, or they don't have nothing else. That's the only person, so they don't want to lose the only thing they got left. But it sure looks like this Tower's coming, so I hope you guys make it through that pretty well, all you air symbols, air elements. But above this Tower, we have a King of Cups, and he's reversed. So he's on, and the Two of Cups was headed towards him, so maybe she's not there yet, or him or her's not to this King of Cups energy. Kings are associated with air, so this could be a Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. If they're walking to. With the reverse, so I kind of feel like he's just kind of standing there, not really paying attention. Maybe not wanting this as much as she may. But she's heading across the water to go get him, and he's in the water in this card. So she's not there. Maybe when we get one more card out, we'll see what's going to actually happen there. And then above that is the Ten of Cups. And it's reversed, so somebody's not getting their, wish fulfillment in the heart space. Since nobody's getting the start of the heart space, the new relationship, there's definitely no fulfillment. So maybe some of you guys out there might have tried to, hey, let's restart, let's redo this, and it didn't go nowhere. It didn't even make it past the one. So bring some other cards out. I got a whole bunch of answers here. Maybe this row right here on the left. This is going on. I'm going to do it. Going to break it open. All right. Ooh, right there in the middle one. All right. Oh, shit. These must want to come out. They jumped out. We'll leave them face down. We'll decide when we're done. So we got the Two of Wands to the left of the reverse Ten of Cups. So it does kind of look like, you know, there's some sort of passion here between two people, but it's not really grown. It's about the only positive thing here, so I don't see it being extremely positive, like everybody's excited. I just feel like it's more probably of a stagnant Two of Wands, if you ask me, judging by the rest of the cards here. You know, it's a planning comparison, it's a strategy, willpower, it's passion, brings a little more fire onto the board though. So below that we have the Six of Swords upright, and it's to the left of that reverse King of Cups. So that Six of Swords is like a communication, a cooperation, a harmony, even transition, or harmonious like everybody, they both agree that might be why she's out here walking in the water on her own and he's upside down, not even paying attention to her. He's out there skiing or something. I don't know. But it's just bad, man. There's just nothing good to say here. So there's definitely going to be a transition going on, because we got the Death, we got the Tower, we got the Hanged Man. I really, you know, the Nine of Swords. I just feel like all the worst. You get the Judgment out here. Damn near all the worst cards for movement and transition are out. So there's some bad space going on out there, guys. Keep your head down. Keep pushing forward. But we got the Seven of Wands here as well, upright. So it's kind of like a reflection on or an assessment on a passion they had, or creation. I would say passion, since we see we've got a lot of relationship space out here. So it's almost like after the Hanged Man, kind of going to look in a different way. Might be there's going to be a, you know, a new beginning or an opportunity, or like a new opportunity for conversation, or you can finally get to go. Somebody's going to finally get to go talk to the person they wanted to talk to. Maybe they've been being held up by some of these other things here, but they're going to move into a tower when they come into this conversation, and then the reflection and assessment, or maybe like a faith, standing your ground. Maybe they are going to stand their ground. Yeah, because it could be kicking them out all the time. That might be why they want to stand their ground. There's just not a whole lot of clarity out here. It's just like information's not coming out, and that maybe there's just a whole bunch of not knowing what the hell they want anyway. So these two that just jumped out were the King of Wands reversed and the Eight of Cups upright. There is a lot of freaking cups out here. Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. A lot of cups. And the Eight of Cups to me is you're kind of hitting that like fifth gear on the highway. You're just cruising. You know what I mean? In the relationship space, when you move into the 9, I think the moving to the 9 and the 10 is a little bit slower. You know, I think in a relationship, you really don't get the fruition attainment, or that fulfillment, until you've had like a long block of time together, because you can't really get to the 10 in 3 years, can you? Really? I mean, 3 years ain't nothing. But we see it here. There's the Eight of Cups. She's happy. Cups are full. They're plumb full. Filled over, to be honest with you. This person. But it's like they're happy because they're moving on. I think. I think they're more happy to have finally took the action to speak up about wanting to split up than they were, with them. So I see that. You see them cars of people, I just divorced and all that, and I think that's a little dumb. You should never celebrate a divorce. I mean, you're a part of it. You're celebrating a dumb move on your own part. Anyway, shouldn't be talking crap, right? King of Wands reversed. This king, usually very passionate and understanding and wise king, but he's not living in a space right now. So somebody's not being the fire that they should be, which we have the 7. Still not a ton of fire out here. No real clear indication other than the King of Wands. Really, we've seen Aries, Leo, Sag a couple times, but this is all cups and swords. A whole lot of thinking and a whole lot of hurting. We're gonna move on. I got another deck here. We'll clarify with it. I bought it. It's a smaller kind of pocket size, and I bought it just to keep in my car. But once I started using it, man, this thing started really giving me some messages. So I kind of been just carrying it around everywhere now. But we will see what we can do here. All right. Why is this tower here? Reverse Knight of Cups, because Knights bring a lot of action, but they're never really around very long. This person's going in and out, in and out. This person's coming to eat dinner, maybe sleep, then they're gone all day, the next day, or all night even. And yeah, so that's where the motion is coming from. So it's a hasty motion, so they're not around long. They're coming in, getting the little bit of supplies they want, and they're freaking gone. That's why this tower's coming, because somebody's probably fed up. Because if they were fed up, they'd be staying, right? Or they'd call it. Let's see. We got another Judgment card. No one just slide out on this king, so that couldn't have come out any harder. I thought it sounds like to me that was a massive statement. Somebody's getting the final judgment. So final judgment means like they've broke up. These guys have broke up a lot, and now he's in it back together. But we got 2 of them final judgments on the table. So I think it's over with for you guys. It happens. Oh man, see what I mean? These ones just fly out. So we got the Chariot. We got movement. And I've been looking right here because this was like my next big hold, the 2 of Cups to the reverse King of Cups, into that 6 of Swords, the communication. And on this card there's like 6 swords facing at this Phoenix, and he's going straight at it, and it's like, you're a bird, bro, fly up over it. So somebody's not using their head right. They're just trying to, damn, these just keep coming. Got the 8 of Cups again. Somebody is happy to call it off with these guys, with this King of Cups. So I'm seeing at least 2 of you get two energies on the board. Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. We got at least 2 breakups here, and one, you 2 are in there somewhere. You choose which one resonates with you, and that's going to be your story. So what happened? I think these 2 are dead. What happened between these King of Wands and the 8 of Cups? We have a reversed 4 of Cups. Somebody wasn't appreciating what they had, I guess. They were the type that were always, I love you, I love you, I love you, until they got you, and they'll love you, love you, love you, and while you're a little happy, throw you a bone, and then a week or 2 later, you wake up and it's right back to the same old shit. This time, it feels like this is over. There's too many Judgment cards out here with a reverse Empress. Yeah. And then, look good, guys. did the Tower. I guess we can go up here to the Sun and this Death and work this side over here. Why is the Empress reversed? She ain't getting her 10 of Cups. He or she, the Empress, isn't getting their 10 of Cups. They're done. Done fucking around. Sorry. Alright, can we get a little light shed on the Root of Death and the Sun card, please, Spirit? Reversed Emperor. They're not sitting in their Emperors. They're on opposite sides too. They couldn't be at more opposing forces. We got the Empress up reverse facing this way, and the Emperor's kind of facing this way too. Like he's just got his back to her, and he's not close, so he's always gone. So I'm starting to say that this is probably female wanting to leave to male. The Emperor does bring in an Aries though, and that's more fire. This is looking more like air is having problems with fire. I think at least two, maybe even 3 relationships are the air element is done with the fire shit. So yeah. So the Death and the Sun now I see, and he's connecting both. So at one point he used to be the everything. He used to be the sun for her. That they're just amazing, the amazing life. But he quickly fell into, a Death card and a reversed Emperor. Loser. Sorry, I don't know that guy, so I shouldn't be saying stuff like that. But I'll throw down 4 resolutions on each corner of this air element, and again, it is communicating. Communicating Page of Pentacles, communicating 8 of Swords, communicating another Tower, communicating the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, we're finally getting the Pentacles on here. Somebody's done with the passion, and they want fucking stability. But we got another Tower. It's over this way, kind of in this quadrant. So I feel like the Empress is going to present the Tower moment for this Emperor up here. I feel like the 8 of Cups is going to... Nope, this Tower's right here. I think this Tower's for these guys too, but I'm not going to assume that. 8 of Swords up here. Somebody's going to be blind at the Embers. He's not even going to see it coming. So I don't see how. This spread had really no good news, so it should have been blatantly obvious. And then looks like Page of Pentacles. Somebody's going to come with a stable offer. They're moving out into a stable offer, and this stable offer is also going to 1 of Cups. So this stable offer is going to be of heart and home. So I don't know. It doesn't really. Here, let's see what we got here. And maybe, let's see. I might be able to clarify the right way here. Can we clarify the distance between that 1 of Cups and that reverse 10 of Cups? So we have the reversed Knight of Rods. A passionate knight who's in and out, in and out, in and out. Couldn't fill that gap. He does now, but she's on her way to somebody else, it looks like. Or she's probably coming to get that cut back. Or to get all of those cuts back. So we have this Knight of Pentacles. Touching the 1 of Swords and the Hermit. Again, knights don't stay around long, but this Knight of Pentacles, he's not that bad with his movement. He's very, routine in his motions. So he may be gone a lot, but he's out doing what he's supposed to, and his counterpart, her counterpart, they know exactly what they're doing, and they trust everything they're doing. So this Knight still does. He moves a lot. He just gets a lot of shit done. He ain't out playing. Can we clarify between them? So between the 1 of Swords and the Tower on this side, we got a reverse Ace of Rods. Somebody is done with a passionate relationship that they started a long time ago. It's time to end it like they started it, by giving them back that wand. Dead center of everything. 6 of Swords. This person's packing up their communication, their cooperation, and their harmony, and they are getting the hell out of Dodge. They're in a boat, moving the hell away. They got all their swords in front of them. They've got them all accounted for, and they're moving on. So it seems like I'd say every one of you in this all you air elements anyway, all you crossbusters, you better watch your back if you ain't already heard it yet. They're leaving, so good luck, guys. There's a lot of stresses going on here, and just the cherry on top, this right after I put that 6 of Swords up, we have the 9 of Swords on the bottom. So yep, that just reiterates it. We're moving on. We're gonna go give these damn swords to somebody else, and we're gonna talk to them, cooperate with them, and try to create a harmony. So best of luck with that, air, especially because I'm an Aquarius, but I'm not in this situation. Thank God. I did mine like 2 years ago, so appreciate your guys' time. And again, this is till end of October, and then I'll start some new ones. Thank you, and y'all have a good time.